Right? Batum. Yeah. Good evening once again. 8 minutes to go. No more introductions. I do not know what the hell is happening here. Jeez, this is frustrating, man. Yeah, I hope I am live once again, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know in the chats. I don't know what is happening because my internet is full, so I don't know why I keep on lagging. So this is doing my head in. I can't lie. It's actually doing my head in. I'm just making sure if I am live on the other screen as well. So bear with me, please. Bear with me. I just need to make sure if I am live because yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly share my screen. We have 7 minutes. I haven't made no decisions yet. I haven't looked at my team whatsoever. So please help me with the last 7 minutes and make sure, most importantly, you lock in your team. You are happy with it because deadline is a Friday deadline. We actually have a game today. Leicester City taking on Nottingham Forest. So I'm gonna share my screen again. Yeah, I got 38 points as I said last week. We don't need to look at it much now. It is what it is. I am gonna go straight to game week 9. I'm gonna go straight to game week 9. Oh, jeez me. I don't know if I'm still alive, guys. Yo, I genuinely don't know. Okay, I think I am. Cool. Yes, I am. I actually am. Thanks, guys. I can see some. Okay, yeah, my team for the week. 5 minutes to go. I haven't even checked Twitter to see any news regarding if Saka. I think Saka didn't train today. I should be selling him, but as I've said, I'm stubborn because I like that triple. What's this? The triple big hitters or premium picks in Haaland, Palmer, and Saka. I've had those three from the beginning, and they have been very good for me. They've helped me not actually play chips. I know people are going to be looking to play chips and looking to bring in the players that I have, especially Saka, Palmer, and Haaland. That's if Saka's fit. So goalkeeper Henderson, I will not say anything about him. In defense, I have a dilemma, guys. Like I have Gabriel, right? He's playing Liverpool. Arsenal have Saliba out, Calafiores possibly out, Timber's a doubt as well. They do not have Odegaard, Saka's a doubt. Do I play Gabriel? Like, you know what it is with Gabriel? It's a bit of a troll in a way for me because I brought him in after I watched him score 15 points against Tottenham, 7 points against City, and then he blanks his next 3 games. So who's to say that he won't get any points in the next 4 games? Like I don't know, guys. 4 minutes. I am confused who to play because I normally do not bench my premium picks. He's 6 million. He can score anytime. If Saka's fit, who's like he can put the ball on his head and he can score from a set piece. He's very dangerous there. My defense: Mokelonko, Van de Beek, and Morillo. Yeah, who should I change Gabriel for? Feel free to tell me in the chat. Midfield of Rogers, Johnson, who I brought him last week in place of Madueke. I'm happy with him. His XG is actually good. We will look at that after the deadline. I will take you through my fixtures and how I think my team is shaping up for the future. But in the meantime, Saka, Palmer, Mbumo, then my forward line of Havertz and Haaland. I'm thinking of rolling, right? Because as much as like I want to sell Saka, right? He's 10 million. It's not a good idea to keep on thinking he'll play while he's injured. Like that should be the basics of fantasy. If the player's injured, you sell him. But as I've said, Saka's fixtures after these next 3 are very good in the long term. Like if you look at their fixtures until 20, who's their toughest fixture there? Man United at home? I don't think so. Possibly, you never know. So that's why I don't want to sell him. Because after this Liverpool game, it's Newcastle and Chelsea. It's, yeah, they can score against Newcastle and Chelsea. Yeah, but we'll speak about that. I have 3 minutes, deadline dilemmas. I do not know what to do. So I'm thinking of rolling the 2 free transfers. I have liked to play reserved, especially after a very bad game week. Sometimes the good thing is to just sit back and, have a chill pill and let the things unfold for themselves, if you know what I mean. But yeah, okay. 2 minutes to go. I do not know if I'm gonna make a transfer. My to sell Saka to, guess who? Garnacho, like United attack. Am I willing to put myself again? Bear with me, guys. Like someone who's watching will be like, "What am I doing?" Someone will be like, "Okay, good decision. You're selling an injured player." But if I sell Garnacho in game week 12, right? Tottenham have City away. I can sell Johnson and bring back Saka, and that will also allow me to this will also allow me to have okay, I'll remove Johnson quickly. Saka. This will allow me to bring in Saka back after 12 when he's back, but it will also let me have 1.2 instead of 0.8 million in the bank. There's 1 minute left. I don't know if I should play Gabriel, guys. Who should it be in place of? Who should it be in place of, guys? I don't know. Tell me, guys. Mikalenko. I think I'm gonna play Gabriel, guys. I'm gonna play Gabriel. I saved my team. This is my team for the week. Yeah, it is what it is. Last minute decision. Nah. Must I play Mikalenko? Nah, I'm benching Gabriel, guys. Surely Liverpool score. Surely he doesn't get a header. I know I'll regret this. 1 minute till deadline. Ah. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. This is my team locked in. I probably should have sold Saka, but I won't. I will carry the 2 free transfers. It will also give me flexibility because I only have 0.8 in the bank, right? And the only person I would want in place of Saka is Salah. So if I have 2 free transfers next week, that's if Saka doesn't play. I actually saw Sam C on Twitter. He's like a United correspondent, but he does have reliable sources saying Saka will play. I actually think he will play because if he does not play, I don't see how Arsenal Football Club win this football match. He's that key to it. He's actually improved in also what's this? He's improved in his chance creation. Like he's not just like bringing the defense to him, but he has a good left foot on him, good on set pieces, as I've said. Like he's so good at set pieces, he just literally puts it on your head. Like, yeah. Most professionals like struggle to take corners, believe you me. They do. Like I support the team with midfielders who can beat the first man, but yeah, it is what it is. So my team is locked. Happy Green Arrow, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for coming late, but yeah, it is what it is. I actually had 6 people watching. Now there's down to 2 because of my lagging, whatever this is, man. Yeah, it's just doing my head in. Like it really is. But we move. Okay, I'll be live for the next 30 minutes. As I've said before, I'm live into the team news of the first fixture. This week it is Leicester City and Nottingham Forest. I have Murillo actually in the team for me. I actually played him. I'm playing him. I know Leicester have actually scored in every game they've played this year, but yeah, I have faith that like the defensive data for Nottingham Forest is damn good. So hopefully he can keep a clean sheet today. If not, he can somehow get a goal from a set piece. But yeah, it's a 4.5 defender. I'm not expecting much from my defense. Van der Berg, yeah, he's a 4 million defender. I shouldn't expect much. but he's playing for Brentford and he's playing Ipswich. If ever there was a week that Sepp van der Berg gets a clean sheet, it has to be this week against Ipswich, who are actually beginning to, you know how those teams go. Beginning of the season, first game of the season or first few games at home, they're up for it. But as things cool down and as injuries take their toll on teams, then yeah, they revert back to who they actually are in terms of the quality. So I expect Brentford to win. Hopefully, they can also get a clean sheet. Mikalenko, two clean sheets. That's two clean sheets in a row for Everton, even though he's missed the one game he was injured just before the international break. But I'm happy I have him. Everton normally do this. They start pretty bad, just like last season. Then game week 6, 7, 8, they start with that getting clean sheets. If you remember last year, Jordan Pickford was one of the biggest trolls because everyone had him at the start of the season. And guess what? He never kept even one clean sheet. When people played the wild cards in game week 8, guess what? We sold him. And yeah, that was all she wrote because Jordan Pickford got, I think, the second, if not third highest for clean sheets last year behind Raya and City, probably second. So yeah, home fixture tomorrow. The fixtures are actually good. I'm definitely playing him in 10 against Southampton. I'm probably definitely playing him against Brentford as well. So yeah, I love that. My midfield doesn't change. Okay, like there's no change into the team nonetheless. So I can't say my midfield doesn't change. No, like there's no change in the team. There's a change in the lineup as Gabriel drops to the bench and Ezri Konza is also first up. Rogers, yeah, Rogers is actually one of the most impressive players I've seen this season. This is putting fantasy aside. I think he's an incredible player. He's very key to every single thing that Aston Villa do. He's one of the biggest bargains. I got him at 5 million. I think I'm gonna keep him for as long as he's fit. His minutes are very good. He started every game. He's played 90 minutes apart from game week 6 against Ipswich, where he was actually he got a knock there. And last week while they were leading 3-1, so and they also had a Champions League during the week where he was man of the match. I just think he's an incredible player. I think they bought him from Middlesbrough last year. He was integrated into the squad, but now you can argue that he's one of Villa's most important player. He plays at the number 10 role there. He's actually good with his ball carrying ability, man. Like running with it from deep, man. Like your likes of Yaya Toure, if you can remember that, even a bit of Pogba, in the way he carries the ball. I'm not saying that's how he plays like them, but I'm just saying the attribute of carrying the ball from deep in midfield. You can win fouls there in the edge of the areas or in the penalty area. I think he's due a big score. Every time he scores, he gets a card. So he doesn't get those big points. As you can see in game week 8, he scored, but it's only 6 points because it's a yellow card. In game week 5, he got a yellow card as well, but he had gotten the 10-pointer because he got the 2 assists. I'll take that 4 attacking returns in 8 game weeks from a 5 million player. That's just bargain for me. His next few fixtures aren't looking too good, but I am planning to upgrade my striker in Jefferson next week. I am going to be bringing in the Wolves players. I think the Wolves are they just have incredible fixtures for me. They are very much on the radar for me. I'm probably gonna bring in Jorgen Strand Larsen. I'm gonna bring him in because granted they haven't won a game, they are bottom of the league, but fixtures, guys, like they played City already, Liverpool, Villa away, Newcastle is also a difficult fixture. Nottingham Forest is proving to be one of the difficult fixtures from the non-top 8 sides, and Chelsea and Arsenal. That's just, yeah, they were bound not to win any game. But if you look at their fixtures in the next 10 games, I think they have the best fixtures. As you can see from next week, I want to bring in a Wolves attacker. So I can rotate Strand Larsen, who's 5.5, with Rogers. And their fixtures are going hand in hand. As you can see, this week Rogers has Bournemouth, so I don't mind. I keep Rogers. Next 2 weeks, I can bench Rogers now. Away to Spurs, away to Villa, right? And I can just go to Strand Larsen and show you his fixtures. He's playing Crystal Palace at home as well as Southampton at home. Easy. Simple. Just like that. Cheers, actually. Let me have a sip of some red juice. Grape juice, rather. Yeah, big up to the man them there who are watching. 5 people now watching. Very much appreciated. I'm just taking you through my teams and my team rather and my plans before I'll take you through the fixtures and the starting 11 of Leicester City, or Leicester, as we know it in the stream or in this channel, versus Nottingham Forest. Okay, Brennan Johnson, I think, yeah, good pick for me. He didn't score last week. Tottenham scored 4 goals. What can you do? If your team scores 4 goals, your attacker can't score anything. There's nothing you can do, just like City. But I made the correct decision in bringing in someone. If you told me that Spurs would win but would score 4 goals, I wanted to have an attacker. I did buy an attacker. It's a good decision, bad outcome. I'm not influenced by the outcome, or I try not to be influenced by the outcome. As long as I make the good decision or what I feel is the correct decision, I run with it, fam. I run with it. His numbers are actually good, guys. Like 0.93 XG, and without scoring. Like, yeah, I think he has missed a sitter or something, because 0.89, he was actually almost expected to score a goal. It was even better than when he scored the goal against Brighton, 0.7 XGI, sorry. Then Man United, that's when he got 1.12. He actually got 11 points there. Then against Brentford, he scored a goal, but his numbers was 0.55, XG of 0.49, XA of 0.06, which is scoring a goal every other game. His season data is good, 0.66 for a 6 million player. He's the guy, actually. If you can notice, Dominic Solanke plays like Firmino. He likes to drop back in, and the wingers are the ones who get the goals. They they play like a mini Liverpool from Klopp's side. They get their wingers or forward wings to run narrow and get the goals as Solanke drops deeper. I did suggest Solanke. If you have him, I don't think you sell. Spurs have the best attack in the league, stats wise. Even, yeah, they have the best non-penalty XGI the whole season. I think they created the most chances. I stand to be corrected, but yes, as you can see, they scored 4 goals. They scored 2 goals. They scored 3 and 3. What's that? 4, 2, 6, then plus 6, 12. 12 goals in their last 4 games. Like that's just good numbers. I still back them to get even, to keep that up at least. Crystal Palace, not good. Not good. I don't know what happened to Glasner and his side, because remember last season, this was a team that was touted to do well and actually break through into the top 8. You can't just lose Michael Olise. Granted, brilliant footballer. Yeah, he's good. But losing him and Joachim Andersen can take you from being the most informed team in the last 3-4 months of last season to now being in the relegation zone. He's bang in trouble, if I'm being honest. He's in trouble, man. Like, yeah, he is. He really is. So it's a big game for Crystal Palace as well. But yeah, I'm happy with Johnson. Bukayo Saka, it is what it is, man. I should be selling him. I will regret when he doesn't play. But when he's fit, he will play. Like, it goes without saying. When he's fit, Arteta will play him. I still think they cannot afford to go into this match with all the injuries they have as well as SAKA, like as well as SAKA not being in there. Like that's just yeah. I think they will wrap him up in cotton wool and just get him there, even though he's not 100% fit. But we'll wait and see. If he doesn't play, yes, Reconza will come in for him. I still have the two free transfers. Cole Palmer, he blanked last week against Liverpool. It's a tough fixture. If like nobody's fixture proof, but I don't care, man. I'm gonna have him for the long run. I know everyone will want to have him from game week 12. These are captainable fixtures, especially with the way Ellen Haaland is like, yeah, he's moving recently, like not scoring in the past 3 weeks. Cole Palmer against Leicester and Southampton and Brighton at home in 16. For me, those are just captainable fixtures. So he's here. He's locked. He's locked. He's locked, man. I'm happy. I bought him at 10.5 in the beginning of the season. He's now 10.9. And I know the more he does well, there's gonna be stubborn managers out there saying that I'm not gonna buy this guy. So yes, that's good. That's good. Brian Mbumo. Yeah, man. Brian Mbumo, he didn't score against my team. I will take that. If there's a one time I don't want him to score, it's against Man United. So I'll take the 2 points. But I believe if you don't have Haaland, him and Palmer are the two best captains outside Ireland this week. Ipswich at home, he's on penalties. I bought him late, I think, at 7.3. He's now 7.6. Yeah, his fixtures are pretty damn good as well. Fulham away, Monday night fixture next week. Bournemouth at home, Everton, Leicester. I play Brandon Mbumo in the next 5 fixtures at least. Going up to 14, okay, they begin to be tough. But it is what it is. We will take it from there once the time comes. Then forward, Havertz, yeah, man. I touted him as the best FPL pick in forwards behind Haaland. I'm not going to let a game against Bournemouth where they went down to 10 men decide that for me, even though I am happy. Shame about the Arsenal. Do, do, do. Shame about the Arsenal. Do, do, do. Okay, fantasy aside, Arsenal, I love to see it, you know. You know these Arsenal fans, let's get to them. Like these Arsenal, most of my friends are Arsenal fans, you know. So yeah, these guys last year they were telling us that we don't talk about injuries. I kept on telling them these guys they got so lucky with injuries. Granted, Uran Timber was injured, but he had never played in essence for Arsenal. That's just like us, Lenny Yoro. We bought him straight away, he gets injured. You see? So now it's getting peak for these guys. Saliba's out, as I've mentioned. Calafiori, it will be a massive surprise if he actually plays. Timber, he comes from a long-term injury. This is why I was referring to Tyrell Malacia. Like once you get a bad knee injury, it's hard to come back from it. Like to just because you're gonna pick up those injuries because you're not running. You've had an operation. You've sat down for 9 months. So now you start to accumulate muscle injuries. You know your body is not used to moving. So yeah, it is what it is. Arteta, yeah, man, I'm happy, and he needs a bit of humbling. You know, he has a good team, but I'm actually a bit happy that yeah. Let's see. It's not about injuries. Remember when United had injuries? They didn't want to listen to me when I was telling them we had injuries. Granted, we are bad. I'm gonna get to United. We are terrible. Okay, yeah. Arsenal, I'm just there. I'm happy, guys. I'm not happy, but you know, because it will look like you want Arsenal to lose. Then City, what about City and Liverpool? I can't win, man. I literally can't win. I don't want either of them to win. I want to win, but I support the team that doesn't have an ambition as the fans. So it is what it is. Havertz, I think I'm gonna keep him for these 3 fixtures. I'm gonna try not to make them influence me. These are tough fixtures. If he doesn't score, then that's okay. I will have to wait for the good fixtures. I bought him at 8 million. As I've said, I want to have 3 Arsenal. For me, that I can't, like, we can't let the red cards also influence us in a way, because like they got 3 red cards in 3 games, so the data will be bad. Erling Haaland, this guy, Joe. Erling Haaland. The guy gets 10 goals in 5 games, right? And he gets none in 3 against Newcastle, Fulham, and Wolves. How many goals did they score there? They scored 6 and 3. He's got none. No assist. It's peak. It's peak, man. It's peak. Looking at the numbers, 0.02. I genuinely believe this is his worst number, like numbers in a game. Like he was like 0.02 is like literally nothing. He was not expected to score nothing. It like Wolves shut him down, and yeah, he couldn't get any chances. The week before, 0.43, 0.55. These are Erling Haaland numbers. As you can see, weeks prior to that, he had 0.83, 1.1, 1.82, 1.83. Like, we need him to come back. But like I've said, I'm going to captain him. Southampton at home. This is literally the best fixture. I could have played triple captain, but as I've said, I do not want to use my chips yet. I don't know, maybe I am fooling myself thinking I'll get the points at the end, but yeah, it is what it is. My bench, I have Matthews, Konza, Gabriel. I probably will regret it. Arsenal will show up. Arteta did mention that he promises the Arsenal fans they're going to get the best version of Arsenal and they'll be ready. So, yeah, let's see. But I think Liverpool score, so I have to hedge my bets. We'll go through the predictions. Before I do so, I can just let you know about the Leicester and Nottingham Forest. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go through the Nottingham Forest versus Leicester team news. That's if I find them in depth. I'm actually reading something here. Okay, for Leicester, they have Hermansen in goal, Rodrigo right back. Rodrigo, someone is missing out. Oh, okay. It looks like who's missing out? Their left back Christensen, because Rodrigo comes into right back. Okoli is still there. Fice is there. James Dustin moves to left back. Harry Winks in the middle of the park alongside Wilfred and Didi. Then they have a front three behind Jamie Vardy of Bononote, Fatui, and Madvididi. As for Nottingham Forest, they have Sells in goal. They have Aina, Morillo. He starts for me. Hopefully, Forest keeps a clean sheet tonight. Mikalenko and Moreno. Then in midfield, they have Elliot Anderson, who was playing like prime Iniesta against Crystal Palace on Monday night. He just kept on dribbling past every single one, man. Like he was oozing sauce, man. He was saucy. Then you have Dominguez, Ryan Yates, then front three of Callum Hudson-Odoi, Wood, and Anthony Elanga. No Morgan Gibbs-White, who is still out. He's a big miss for them. He's probably their talisman outside Chris Wood. Okay, predictions, ladies and gentlemen. I'll stream for the next 10-20 minutes. It is what it is. Don't forget to like. Most importantly, subscribe to my channel. It helps me with the algorithm so that somebody who does not know about me or my channel can actually see that. So just take a few seconds of your moment to do so. Like the video, subscribe, and yeah. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to be here till game week 38. Onwards and upwards we move. Game week 9 fixtures. I'm going to take you through my predictions, how I see the teams. And yeah, before we end this call, hey, when you're used to teams meeting, thinking, yeah, I am presenting. Actually, I am, but I am not presenting like I'm at work. Okay, it's a Friday. Leicester, Nottingham Forest. Leicester were pretty bad in the first half. Southampton outplayed them. They were 2-0 down, actually. It was then in halftime, I think they moved. Steve Cooper removed, what's this guy? His name in middle of the park. Oliver Skip, and brought in wings. He also removed. He brought in Faturi, who starts today. Who was hitting whippers. If you I watched only the highlights, yeah, he was hitting those left foot top stanchions, but he couldn't get the goal. Then Leicester pulled one back from who scored actually from Leicester. I know that Jordan Ayew scored the winner. We can just go to last week and see. Yes, Vardy got the penalty. Yes, I remember now. Vardy got the penalty. No, Bononete scored pulled one back to cut the deficit into half. Then the equalizer was from the penalty spot from Jamie Vardy. Then Southampton, if City don't see this, Southampton like to pile their men into the box and leave someone on the edge of the area. That's what they did. Harry Wings acted like he's just going to put it in there. Then guess what? He played Ayew, who actually scuffed the shot, but went in the bottom left-hand corner. Aaron Ramsdale, yeah, he's pretty rubbish, man. Like, yeah, he got relegated twice. Every time I look at him, man, like these goals are getting in here. He's just not a good goalkeeper, man. Like, yeah, it's his level there. He's like, if you are down there, you need your goalkeepers to save you more like to save you from those situations, guys. Like your goalkeeper to have a positive XGC conceded, like save more than you were expected to concede, if you know what I mean. Like by making the world safe occasionally, not all the time, but you need your keepers to dig you out. Arsenal did themselves well by selling Ramsdale, man. Rambo. Allow it, man. Guy is not he's not that good. But yeah, it is what it is. Leicester, good win for them, actually. I think they have won their last two because I think they beat Bournemouth the other week at home. So that's 2-2. That's 2-2. Imagine. And the fixtures are good for them. They're playing home to Forest today, Ipswich away, United at home. Like if Leicester can get somehow 4 points from the next three, like win one, lose one, and draw another, 4 to 5 points, that would put them in good stead. They're actually doing better than many would have suggested they would do, but it's still early. Nottingham Forest, they're up there in terms of stats for XGC conceded. They concede a few chances, and the chances they get, they are from long ranges. They're like the old Burnley. So if you have a keeper from there, as we saw, Sal's got 11 points on Monday night. Because, Palace played into their hands. They shoot from distance. The keeper makes those easy, comfortable saves. So that's more points for Forest. They like to play compact. As I've mentioned, Elliot Anderson, I like him there. I like Murillo and Milenkovic. I don't think they'll last at Forest. One of them will go, especially Murillo. I think a big team will get him. And they have Alex Moreno from Aston Villa, who's playing well at left back. Ola Anya. Excuse me. Ola Anya is their right back. He's Forest fans can say that he's their best player this season. Him and Chris Wood, he's been brilliant. So predictions for this, obviously I'm hoping for a Forest clean sheet, but if I'm being honest, I can see this one ending in a 1-1. So I will say 1-1, which tells me that I should have benched Murillo, but it's just predictions. As you've seen, I didn't get all correct last week. Maybe I should start tracking these and see how many I get a week. Okay, Saturday we actually don't have an early fixtures, guys. I don't know what you guys prefer. Do you prefer the Friday night fixture or the early kickoff one? Because this looks like it should have been an early kickoff on a Saturday and they moved it Friday. So we have the 4 o'clock kickoffs. In England is the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Surprise, surprise, if you didn't know this, in England, they do not get to see these matches. All the 3 o'clock fixtures in England, they call them the total blackout, whereby they encourage people from the local towns to watch their local clubs. If you are from Ipswich, go watch Ipswich live. If from Tranmere, you do so in League One. So yeah, we're still in 2024. We get to watch more Premier League action than they do. Can you believe that? It's like us not being able to watch PSL. Like we can watch the fixtures that play at 3 o'clock in PSL. Like, can you believe that? Like, imagine. Like we get people from overseas get to watch Chiefs and Pirates and Sundowns, yet we can't. That is just incredible. 2024, yeah. That's why they have the TV fixtures. Like today, okay, probably Sky Sports has it or BT. Yeah, but yeah, it's their issues. Who cares? We get the content. Aston Villa played well against Bologna, even against Fulham last week. They're just a good team. They have everyone fit. Like literally, he said this today in his press conference. Unai Emery, they have everyone fit. Only Jaden Pillingen, I think he got a red card last week, so he's suspended. Who's actually a good player, my friend Eric. If you watching, guy, yeah, he did mention him, so I'm starting to look at him. Morgan Rogers, man, he's their most important player for me at that number 10. He's just key in everything they do. I know Ole Watkins is the talisman, and John Duran has stepped up. He has stepped up. He actually played in place of Watkins on Tuesday. Yeah, and he scored a goal. So yeah, man, credit to Emre. He was sacked at Arsenal, came to Villa, and now they're Champions League side. And fair play to them. I thought they would, they would not play as well as last season because they're in Champions League, but they keep on, But we will see in the next 5 fixtures because they have to go away to Liverpool and Tottenham after tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see. We'll be there. Bournemouth, yeah, cherries. Ish, I don't have cherries today, man. I should have bought cherries. Should be eating cherries. Some of those sweet cherries of Arsenal, fam. Them tears. Yeah, the game was very null and void. Like even before the red card, it looked like one of those games where Arsenal are just gonna keep the ball and Bournemouth it's just gonna be a 0-0 or a 1-0 until Saliba rightfully got a red card. I know people compare it with that Chelsea for Tosin Adarabioyo. I do not think those are two things, man. Like, come on, what football are we watching? Saliba knows he panicked. It's actually a bad pass from Trossard. Trossard is the guy who sold Saliba. Like that. That's just yeah. He had a stinker, Trossard, man. Like past 2 games, even in the Champions League, he missed a penalty. For the life of me, I do not understand why Kai Havertz is not taking penalties. He's the number 9. Saka's not there. You're the number 9. You are 1 goal away from breaking the record at the Emirates, and you don't want to take the penalty. Nah, man. Like that just shows me you don't have it. You don't have that thing. Like, come on, man. Number 9 scores penalties like Messi and Ronaldo made a living. Harry Kane. Like when Haaland scores 38 goals a season, nobody says 8 of those were penalties. Or when Palmer scores like 22 goals a season, nobody says like 6 of those were penalties. Like it is what it is. You have to step pad with your penalties if you're the main man. And Havertz should be if Saka's not there. But it is what it is. It's their problem. Bournemouth, Semenyo has the most shots in the Premier League. I am pretty confident I've seen that stat. He's a good player, Semenyo. He stepped up and became the talisman for Bournemouth. I think One criticism I can give him is that he likes to hit hard every shot. Like, come on, man, you can't wanna. Sometimes you need to place the team, man. Like, you put it in the corner, caress it. It's like, come on, man. Like, hey, but it is what it is. Predictions tomorrow. I think Villa win this 3-1. I think Villa win this 3-1. I'm getting a call now. I'm getting a call now. I'm getting a call now. I'm just gonna tell this person that I'm streaming. They should be watching my stream instead of calling me. What are they? They are not watching. Yeah. Okay. Let me just leave them a text. Yeah. Predictions 3-1 Villa. I think they will just take care of this. Then win. Yeah. Villa win. Brentford, Ipswich, Mbumo. I see him getting points. Surely Ipswich are poor. They conceded 4 to West Ham. They lost 2-0. Axel Twinzebe apparently could have lost his thumb in an incident at home. They're losing Greaves as well. Their backline, yeah, they're just falling like flies now. I see a comfortable win for Brentford. I'm not going to say much actually. I think it's going to be a 3-1 Brentford as well. Brighton against Wolves. Great win for Brighton, to be fair. I've came here and I've criticized them, saying I'm not too impressed. I think I was granted. Okay, from by last week, from the highlights I saw, Newcastle should have scored and must have scored, man. Like, I think Isak and Gordon had like over 0.7 XGI non-penalty stats last week. They should have scored. They didn't take their chances. Credit to Danny Welbeck, who's playing the football of his life. I wanted to say that at least now he looks like the injuries are gone and they are behind him. And guess what? After he scored, he was stretched off. But luckily for him, or I did see on Twitter that when he posted that it's not too bad. It was just a damage to the nerve, so it can disturb movement there. But yeah, it was a good win to go to St. James's Park and not concede a goal and win 1-0. It's just credit because I've been criticizing their backline. Yeah, so and they've done this with a few injuries. Remember, they bought O'Reilly from Celtic, who's a good midfielder. They also bought. They have João Pedro, who's injured. Hutzela did mention he's their main player, their key part. So yeah, it's good for them. Credit to them. Minter was not there; he was also injured as well. And Van Hecker only just came from injury as well. Who else? Who else? Who else? I think Metoma started from the bench after international. They just have a good squad. It will be interesting to see who plays there in number 9 when Danny Welbeck is not there. Maybe Rute. Rute, I think, plays in number 9. But yeah, I'm expecting goals in this game. Wolves played well. I have no worries about Wolves. Their fixtures are turning now. But with all that being said, I still think Brighton can get a win in this. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Brighton. As you've seen on Saturday, I've predicted 3 home wins and 3-1, 3-1, then 2-1. Man City versus Southampton, demolition derby. Surely Haaland doesn't go 4 games without scoring a goal. That would be unheard of. Okay, without going 3, it's already unheard of. So going 4, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he can go 4. City are missing a lot of players as well. Kyle Walker's out. Who else is out? Kevin De Bruyne's out. Doku's out. Jack Grealish is out. So yeah, if you could see their bench on whenever they played in the Champions League, it was just like only Kovacic in the bench who's recognizable. Then the rest, it was just okay, the backline players like Diaz and Gvardiol. But yeah, they have injuries in attack. Yeah, but I still expect the Southampton to be naive and try to play from the back. So I expect this to be a demolition derby. City, hopefully they concede. They always find a way. I do not have a City defender, so I hope they concede. So I'll say 6-1 City. Like Southampton are they are done, chairman. Then Everton versus Fulham. That's the Saturday night fixture. Saturday's fixtures actually they pop from. Thank God. Tomorrow I'm watching. I'm watching from Sunday. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. Everton versus Fulham. Everton, as I've said, they normally do this. They start bad and they pick up in the middle of the season, and somehow they tend to find the results when we least expect them to. As I've said last week, I actually predicted them to win 1-0. That's who they are. Jared Branswaite is back now. As I said last week, I think they win if he plays. He didn't, and they still win. He comes back straight into the team. He's their best player, Jared Branswaite. But I think there is lack of goals. The Fulham are a good team. They lost Sacha Lukic as well as Anderson, who got sent off last week against Villa. So I see this as a 1-1. 1-1. Yeah. Everton score first, then equalizer from Fulham. 1-1. Boring game. Sunday, this is where we will be. Why couldn't they make a 2 o'clock fixture? Like 2-4, and we watch the big one. To come on, Premier League. You can't give us 3 games at the same time, man. You could have moved one of those games on. Okay, you couldn't, because on Thursdays, actually, all these teams that are playing on Sunday played on Thursdays. At least one of them. I'm talking about the 4 o'clock fixtures. So they had to be on a Sunday. I understand that. But give us a fixture at 2 o'clock. Like, let us watch at least Chelsea before we watch Spurs or United. You know what I'm saying? Not put all 3 of them at the same time. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're killing the vibes, man. You're killing the vibes. You want to watch other football games. So now I'm going to have to watch United. I'm going to have to bore myself to death with United. We're getting there. Sunday, Chelsea versus Newcastle. Chelsea, what can I say? I did say that I believe they'll do well. I predict they just have too much good players. They have 2 teams. Yesterday they played a complete different team. Like João Felix was playing, Pedro Neto was playing, Nkunku was playing, Modric, I don't know if he's a good player, but he's like 80 million. Enzo, over 100 million. Like, they changed the whole team. Speaking about Chelsea, I think they played well against Liverpool, but it was all for play, no end product, no penetration, fam. You can be all nicey there, but you must finish up the job. So I think they played well at Anfield without creating many chances, as one would say. Yeah, but if you're a Chelsea fan, you should feel like, optimistic and happy that at least your team is trying to do something. So I expect the 11 to be the same as last week. Possibly, okay, Cucurella comes into left back. I think Fofana comes into center half. It will be interesting to see who plays right back. Reece James, remember him? FPL folklore, man. You had to be there. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there, but yeah, Reece James, man, this guy could score 2 goals like a game, then he get 24 points. Remember the brace he scored against Newcastle, I think a few years back. Incredible player, man. Hamstrings have just hamstrung his career. So it is what it is for him. I don't think he will survive in terms of like touch wood for him, but he'll probably be out by Sunday at his rate. Yeah. And the other position that's in like what's this? That one can have doubts of at Chelsea is their left wing, I think. Because what's his name? Jadon Sancho, he was hooked off at halftime. So we will see. And Lavia, baller but fit. He also is injury prone. He only played the first game against City. He also played last week. He's not registered in Europe. But Caicedo, Yeah, man, what a player. I've been telling people about this guy, Moises Caicedo. He's worth every single bit of those 120 million. Trust me, what a player, man. I've been raving about this guy for the past 2 years, man. I think he's phenomenal. I thought he was the best player on that pitch last week at Anfield. I know Curtis Jones did have a few moments, but yeah, Sanchez, that second goal, man, that's just pathetic. Like, yeah, with all the money that Chelsea spent, they still don't have a goalkeeper, man. Like, yeah, you can't write this. You can't write this. Like, I don't understand. Some people are expertise in their line of work, and they can't get the things done. But yeah, what can I say? Newcastle, Eddie Howe, yeah. Who's that team we call United? Remember the Newcastle when they were doing well there and they were vibing, they were beating Man United and all that. Who's that team we call United? Definitely not Newcastle. That's why he had written Newcastle, and here it's Man United. They can also hold them, these magpies. I used to love Newcastle, but yeah, they got cocky when they had one season. Now Isak wants to leave. Eddie Howe, what's happening? Where are you now? Huh? Either way, yeah, they have good players to be fair. I think Newcastle have Anthony Gordon, Isak, Tonali, Bruno G. I love Bruno G. I've been his biggest fan. Him and Caicedo, I've been saying. I still think Bruno G is brilliant. He could do so well at that number 10 for United. He's definitely the best Bruno in the league. I'll leave it there. Chelsea, Cole Palmer, I think you'll get at least a goal or two. I'm predicting 3-1 Chelsea, because 3-2 actually, because Sanchez will score two against Chelsea. He'll find a way to concede. He's useless, man. How are Chelsea getting Brighton's third choice goalkeeper and making him is their number one? What are we on about here, man? Yeah, it's them. It's them. 3-1 Chelsea. Up the Chelsea, as they would say. Crystal Palace versus Spurs. London Derby at Selhurst Park. Glasner. Remember when he joined last year and they got a draw at Forest? I remember him saying, they're telling me getting a point at Forest is good, but for me, that doesn't cut it with me. He used to be ambitious, and now he can't hit a Ballon d'Or, as the street would say. Like, he can't get a win. He's in massive trouble. And I think Spurs will run riot, man. Spurs are checking. Okay, Son is out. Those who went early on Son. You see, this is why you make transfers 30 minutes before deadline, so that you have all the information. I also wanted to sell Saka to Son, but my heart is like, nah, calma, fam. You need to calma sometimes, calma. So yeah, I relaxed. Now I'm happy. Son is out. Saka might be out, but at least I didn't waste the transfer to buy an injured player. You see? Yeah. But Spurs, superb, man. They're playing edge ball, man. Yeah. Credit to him. At least you can see what he's doing, unlike United, man. Shout out to Kulusevski. Not a fantasy option, but he is playing the form of his life, one can say, man. Yeah. He is just incredible. Since they moved him from that right wing into the middle of the park, yeah, Deki. That's his nickname is Moving Mad. Honestly, he's brilliant. They actually hooked off James Maddison to play Deki at 10. That just tells you a lot, yeah. But without Sonny, it's gonna be a bit of a tough ask for them, because they have Werner, man. Like, this is why I'm like, Ten Hag must leave. As soon as we lost to Spurs 3-0 at our own ground, man, these guys came to our ground and they pissed on us. Like 3-0 to Tottenham with Timo Werner. Man, what are we doing? Like, Timo Werner, he's literally the worst player in the league, man. Like, that guy, I can play better than him, man. Like, I love it. That guy, I don't know, man. Like, no disrespect. Like, I'll be shocked if they play him. He's good to the system of Eng because he's fast, he can hug the touchline, but what can he do? His first touch is poor. his brain for football is non-existent. He's just, yeah, man. Jeez. Oh my days, Timo Werner. Like, we got dominated by Spurs playing Timo Werner. Having a laugh, Tenag. Yeah, I think predictions. Yeah, coming to Palace, actually, I noticed that Glasner is playing Eddie. Where's the Arsenal fans? Remember when he scored against United? They were like, Eddie. They gave him number 14. They gave him 100,000 K a week. Where is he? He's playing at Palace right now. He's actually playing number 9 ahead of Jean-Philippe Mateta, who was just on form last year. But now, yeah, he can hit a Ballon d'Or as well. He did score a brace, I think, against Leicester early in the season, but that was all she wrote for Mateta, guys. Yeah, Kobe. So predictions, I'm gonna say 4-1 Spurs. I can see this being a pummeling. Actually, I'm gonna say 2-1 because Son is not there and they will miss. But I think they will have enough for Crystal Palace. United or West Ham, rather. This is Manchester United. Okay, let me come to the visitors, because if I speak up, let me come to the home side, because if I speak about the visitors, I can go here for long, which, yeah, the game will be starting in not so long. So, yeah, I have like 5 more minutes. I'll be live. West Ham, poor, man, poor. They were battered by Spurs in that second half. They lost their heads. At least for us, Kudus is out. They also don't have Full Creek, where nobody knows where he is. Since he came to the club, he just got injured. Playing Antonio, Owen behind him, Paqueta, and probably Crescentine Somerville, I think that's his name. Yeah, they on paper they're a good team, bought well, but this is West Ham. It's heritage, guys. I think you know what West Ham do. They hire David Moyes. They do well, but they don't play well. Then their fans get too big for their jokes, and they think they are bigger than they are. Then they want to play good football. Then they said David Moyes. They get the guy like Pellegrini before. Now it's Lopetegui, and what do? They do nothing. Then they revert back to playing boring football. You might just well have Moyes. That's a classic example of be careful of what you wish for, guys. You have to be careful of what you wish for. You have to be careful of what you wish for, because now look where they are. Precarious situation. But at least for them, this is the best fixture they can get. Manchester United at home. I think, yeah, they shouldn't be expecting to win this match. United were traveling at Turkey. They were in Turkey not so long ago on Thursday, away. And now we're coming to the London Stadium. So it should be a good fixture for them. The visitors, I can't even wear my shirt in confidence now. Like, I have to wear them as a night dress, like here at home, hide. Because why? Okay, last week, good win, guys. I can't lie, good win. First half, atrocious as ever. Bad. Stinking out the gaff as usual. Old Trafford stinks. Roof leaking as usual. Second half, we somehow got some life. Garnacho, good ball by Rashford. Credit to him. I actually think he's playing well, to be fair. But the bar is very low, guys. It's very, very low. He couldn't check back. At least now it's noticeable. He's helping Dallo. He's playing right wing, actually. I'm happy Rashford is playing right wing. Because you know why? When he plays left, he's predictable. Head down, run to Brian Ali's, cut in, then they block him. Sometimes, once in a lifetime, he gets lucky, then the ball ricochets in his favor, then he scores. But at least on the right wing, he can't have that thing of cutting in. Because you want to use your right foot, run to the byline and cross it in, man. Cross it in. Carry the uncertainty once. Let's revert to the old United. Get the ball to the wings and put it in the box. So I'm happy with that. Garnacho, he's playing well, to be fair. He doesn't have quality, I would say, that much, but he's trying. He's the only forward at United where when he has the ball, at least At least he's trying, man. Garnacho, you gotta give it to him. Like, the bar is low for us. He played well, I think, last week. He got the goal. His shots, he had like 10 shots, but his XG was very low because those were low XG shots, shooting from range. Rasmus Højlund, good finish. It was well worked by United. I think we won the ball high up. Eriksen gave it to Casemiro. Casemiro fizzes it straight into the number 10 position where Bruno, beautiful flick. You see there, marvelous. This is Bruno in a nutshell. He plays bad the whole game. He get an assist. Then yeah, the consensus will say that's him. All I'm saying, when the goals are not there, what happens? When the GA is not there. Because last week he didn't play that well, but he got the assist. So that's what he does, Vele Bruno, you know. He can play bad, then she bang free kick, not free kick, he never scores free kick, but long range somehow scores or gets an assist. Yeah, that's Bruno. His output relevant, you know. I don't know if there's such a word, but like he relies on output. He played well. We played well second half. We deserved to win the game 2-1. I was surprised. Came yesterday, we reverted back to type. Then Eric Tanak started waffling with his press conferences. Like, I'm beginning not to stand the guy, man. I've been his biggest fan, backer. But after the Spurs game, I was done. Yesterday, he's saying going away to Porto and going away to Fenerbahce. The ambience, like if you see his code, that's the big ambience. You don't play with 4 attackers. Like, we never done that every single time. Out here playing Nuzema Masraoui as number 10. Come on, guys. This is frustrating. Nuzema Masraoui, number 10. This guy is taking a piss. He's telling us now about Carabao Cup and FA Cup. It's all good there and then when you win those games in the final. It's all good. But truth be told, we are Manchester United. We used to ridicule Arsenal for winning FA Cups and becoming 4th. We are actually worse. You ask the guy anything in the press conference, he'll tell you that he wins trophies everywhere he goes. I mean, come on, it's Carabao Cup, man. Sir Alex never took that thing serious. FA Cup, it's good win. But as I've said last week, are we gonna give someone the job just because he won a game? That's why I was like, why didn't we sack him in the international break? Did we have to lose to Brentford? We aren't gonna lose every single game. We gonna win some of those games. We came out 8th last year. We were stinking out the gaff, but we still came out 8th because of the quality that we have in the squad. So these wins will come along the line, but the consistency. We went to Fenerbahce, man. We're playing Fred and Amrabat. Amrabat is stiff. He runs in straight lines. He's not mobile. But like, oh man, this team, how watch you? Every time stinking out the gaff. Villa, 0-0. We stunk out the place. On Sunday, we're probably going to stink out the place as well. That's all we want. Then we'll tell you the ambience. We are undefeated in the last 7 games, huh? Huh? Who's our only win, huh? Eric, tell us, who's our only win? You have 1 win against Brentford, and you won, what was it, 8-0 or 7-0 against Farmers. Like, it's deluded, man. Even the way he speaks, like, nah, man. Ineos, you need to pull it out your backside, man, and get your ish together, guys. This is pathetic. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing football, man. Like, it is. Man United, it's embarrassing, guys. Okay, fantasy-wise, picks from United. Yeah, you can pick Garnacho. I was going to buy him for SAKA, as I've mentioned, or I was tempted to, but I stuck with my feeling of holding the 2 free transfers. I think with the 2 free transfers, I'll be able to be flexible next week to make more bigger moves. So at least I like to have at least 2 free transfers. I like this new format whereby we can save up to 5. This option for me kills the taking hits or -4s. Like, there's no need to take hits and -4s anymore, because like you can save your transfers. So yeah, predictions, I'm not even gonna talk a lot anymore. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be 2-1 West Ham. No, 2-0. We don't score goals, man. We don't score goals. We scored 7 goals this season, man. 7. 7 goals. We don't look like scoring. We scored 58 last year. 58. Big teams score 80. Like, not even big teams. I'm sure Villa got 70 to 80 goals last year. But it is what it is. I'm going to predict West Ham. Last week I predicted Brentford. Hopefully again, I'll keep on predicting against United until. And I hope I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I hope on Sunday we turn up there. Bruno plays like prime Iniesta. Then Hoyland just is prime Haaland. You know, Rashford is that Rashford that our fan base used to compare him to Mbappe. You know, it is what it is. I'm hoping. Then Arsenal versus Liverpool, fixture of the week. Injury riddled Arsenal versus the Scousers. I mean, and Ancelotti, it's when things are going for you, they are going for you. I think Ancelotti, things are going for him. He's got his players fit, and the teams he plays these teams at the right time. This is the perfect time to go to the Emirates Stadium. The perfect time. So yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I still think there are some players that will return from injuries. They can't play without Saka. If Saka's not fit, they're not winning this football match. They're just not winning this football match. Saka is needed, man. He's their talisman. He's the guy who creates chances since Odegaard is not there. He scores the goals. He takes set pieces. They just need him, man. That's all I can say. It's simple as that. If Saka plays, they have a chance to win. If he doesn't, they're getting pummeled. Left back will be interesting. Calafiori is out. It will actually be interesting to see the back line. Gabriel is obviously there. Ben White is there, right? Who's the other two? What does he do? I'm thinking he will go Ben White and Gabriel as the center halves. Then, if Timber is somehow fit, I think Timber plays left back, right? To cover Salah, and they will take Thomas Partey to right back. I don't think that's a good decision. That would be good because Thomas Partey has been their best midfielder, I think, this season. So taking me out of the middle of the park. But he loves playing him at right back so that he can invert in. I think Partey will go right back. Then midfield will be like Moreno and Declan Rice. Then forward attack I expect it to be Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Havertz. It's a patched up team, but can give Liverpool. Liverpool have got lucky with the fixtures. Granted, nobody's taking that away from them. They deserve to be where they are. They've been the best team in the league, but they're the Scousers, and they have 19 titles. So they cannot win this. Because if they win this, 20 time, Man United is dead. It's in the mud, fam. So yeah, they can't win. So Arsenal better get their things together. But Liverpool, they are keeping more clean sheets. Ibu Kunate has been superb for them in centre half. I think they're playing more reserved, controlling of the ball at good times. Yeah, they're just a good team. I don't want to talk about Liverpool actually, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna predict a 1-1. Actually, I think Sar will take a draw. He'll stink out the place, get a draw, get his players back, and try to move on from there. So those are my predictions, ladies and gentlemen. That's my team. Thank you for watching. Enjoying your Friday, guys. It's now 8:30. 7 people like watching the video. So please like my video. If you enjoyed, it's just free. Just like, fam. Just like my video. Subscribe to my channel. Press the notification bell just so you know when I go live, because I just go live. Today, I just got home. I was like, it's deadline Friday. I need to stream. I need to give my people what they deserve. So I gave you what you deserve. Please give me what I deserve. My like. Sharp fade. Before I leave, I can just refresh the page. Maybe they have unlocked the FPL site just to see. If it's locked. Okay, yeah, no, it's not locked anymore. My team is locked. That's what it is. If Saka doesn't play, yes, Rekonza comes in. Yeah, let me look at the other people's team. Top manager. That's my league with my friends. Number 2, Prince. I know Prince. I think Prince from Varsity. He's number 2 there. We look at his team. He bought Son. Oh, he went early on Son. Jeez, let's look last week. Who did he buy him for? For Saka. You see, don't make early transfers, guys. Don't make early transfers. So now you bought him for Saka. That's good for me. He captain Haaland. So Aina will come in today. So if Forest keep clean sheets, he will be laughing. But I also have Morillo, Sizwe. Let's see how Sizwe's doing there. His team. Oh, Captain Haaland as well. Has Salah and Palmer. Good team, to be fair. But yeah, the other players are that. Like Duran, he's just an unpick, man. If you don't have the minutes, I don't care if you score time and time again, you can't keep that up. Like Duran is just not an FPL pick. Carvalho, Gravenberch, yeah. This is why I don't want Salah. You have people like Gravenberch and Carvalho. Too much sacrifice there. Let's see. This one is Cabello. Oh my days. Oh my days. He also bought Son for Saka. Oh, you love to see it. I cannot lie. You love to see it. I see he brought Cresswell. Who's that for? Cresswell for... Okay, no, Cresswell has been there. Okay, I think he made one transfer. That's funny. Let's view other people's teams. Going down the pages, you can see Musasa, Kampamba, man like Kampamba Musasa. Let's see. He has Haaland captain, Palmer, Mbumo, Saka, Salah, Rogers. Oh, this is a good team actually. Good team. Expected to do well. Yeah, Salah, man. Ish. I can't get him, guys. He's too expensive. If I have Salah, I have to sell